Hey Penguins! Over the years during its evolution, Rocket League has seen some of the greatest collaborations to have ever existed in the world of video gaming. I mean, which other game allows you to play with a Batmobile against a James Bond supercar? Today, we'll be looking at the history of some of the best DLCs and crossover battle cars in Rocket League. It all started when the first major DLC pack added to the game was released in August 2015, a month after the launch of the game. The Supersonic Fury pack featured two battle cars, Dominus and Takumi, along with a bunch of cosmic items. Dominus was inspired by American-based muscle cars, while Takumi was based on Japanese street cars. To this day, Dominus is one of the most popular cars in the game and remains the first choice of many high-ranked players. Just 2 months later, in October 2015, the second DLC pack, Revenge of the Battle Cars, was released featuring Scarab and Zippy. Well, let's just say these two weren't a smashing success, and the looks didn't help either. Just look at them. But we were just getting started. Just a week later, Psyonix dropped a separate Back to the Future DLC pack based on the movie franchise itself, featuring the DeLorean Time Machine. And it was amazing. The Dominus hitbox was perfect for the time machine. Plus, it looks so cool. But what didn't look cool was this, the Grog. At the end of 2015, Psyonix released the Chaos Runner DLC, and it came with Ripper and the Grog. But perhaps to make amends, in March 2016, the Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice DLC pack was released, containing the Batmobile, and this one was by far the sickest looking car in the game. The longest car in the game instantly became widely popular among the pros, freestylers, and casual players. It is the only licensed car to feature in RLCS Grand Finals victories. And speaking of gorgeous cars, how can we forget the Fast and Furious saga? The franchise entered the world of Rocket League in April 2017 with Dominic Toretto's Ice Charger in the Fate of the Furious DLC pack. And again in October later that year with the Dodge Charger and the Nissan Skyline GTR. All three cars got a great reception from the community, especially the Skyline, which soon became amazingly popular among the players. The DC Universe made another appearance in the game in March 2018, this time with a DC Superheroes DLC pack containing the Batmobile from 1989 and the Dark Knight's Tumbler from Christopher Nolan's version of the Batman movies. Although they were not as popular among the pros as the first one, but they were still pretty amazing. In June 2018, Psyonix released the Jurassic World DLC pack containing the Jurassic Jeep Wrangler. And while gameplay-wise, the Jeep may have been a disappointment for many, the sick trailer and the T-Rex skull explosion certainly made up for it. To celebrate the 50th anniversary of Hot Wheels with the launch of Season 9 of Rocket League in September 2018, the Hot Wheels Triple Threat DLC pack was released featuring Gazella GT, MR11, and Fast 4WD. Just watching your childhood toys come to life was enough for many to love these cars. McLaren entered the Rocket League universe at the end of the year 2018. The next crossover between a movie franchise and Rocket League was Ghostbusters. The Ghostbusters Ecto-1 DLC pack came out in June 2019, and it featured the Ecto-1, the iconic fictional vehicle from the franchise. A month later, the Knight Rider DLC pack came out during the Radical Summer event containing the Knight Industries 2000. In July 2020, it was announced that with the launch of the game on the Epic Game Store on PC, the game would be free to play. The licensed DLC were all retired, as were the crates and keys. The item shop and blueprints were introduced. The first crossover car to drop into the item shop was in February 2021, when Ford announced their entry into Rocket League with a Ford F-150. The bundle stayed in the item shop for about a week, and after that, all hell broke loose. April 2021 marked the arrival of Italian automotive excellence, the Lamborghini Huracan STO. A month later, the NASCAR 2021 fan pack arrived in the item shop, including the NASCAR Ford Mustang, the NASCAR Chevrolet Camaro, and the NASCAR Toyota Camry. Just a couple of weeks later, the whole Formula 1 grid entered the game with the Formula 1 Fan Pack, which included the liveries of all 10 cars. Then, to top off an already exciting month, the McLaren 570S returned to the game for the first time since going free to play, and this time it was silver. But the fun didn't stop there. The very next month, Fast and Furious returned to Rocket League with the two oldies, the Nissan Skyline and the Dodge Charger, and the all-new Pontiac Fiero. Whilst the Pontiac Fiero wasn't great, the return of Skyline was certainly hyped up by the fans. In July 2021, James Bond infiltrated the Rocket League with the famous 1963 Aston Martin DB5. 007's iconic car came with a signature silver birch paint finish which resembles its original color. The next collaboration of the Rocket League was with the NFL through the NFL Fan Pass. Buying the Fan Pass meant that you would get decals for the Dominus, Octane, and Fennec representing all 32 NFL teams on the occasions of NFL kickoff, Thanksgiving, and of course, the Super Bowl. 007 returned to Rocket League in October once again with the Aston Martin Valhalla, making it the first hybrid vehicle in the game. November saw another iconic brand, BMW, enter the party with the BMW M240i. This was easily one of the best Dominus hitbox cars, and the fact that it's one of the few licensed cars which are actually customizable made it fairly popular among the community. Ford returned to Rocket League in December again with the all-electric Ford Mustang Mach-E and the iconic 1965 Ford Shelby Mustang GT350R. The Mustang sat fairly well with the fanbase, and the EV boost that came with the Mach-E was just awesome. Lamborghini returned to Rocket League with the legendary super sports car, the Lamborghini Countach LPI 804 in March 2022. A year after the first Lamborghini Huracan STO. The Nissan Z Performance Bundle was released at the end of May, and RLCS team FaZe Clan also joined in on the action with a Nissan X FaZe Clan decal for the new car. On the 4th of August, you were able to climb ranks with a new off-road Ford Bronco Raptor RLE, and at the end of the same month, the legendary Ferrari 296 GTB dropped in the item shop. And that, Penguins, is where we're at today. Looking back, it must be said that Rocket League has certainly come a long way from where it started. But one thing we can all agree on is that Psyonix has dropped in some bangers over the years.